Welcome dear students for next session in 15 ME42T subject, that is basic thermal engineering. We are dealing with the first unit, basic concepts and laws of thermodynamics. We have solved around 11 problems. We'll take up the next problem. I will read out the problem. 3 kg of an ideal gas is expanded from a pressure of 7 bar and a volume of 1.5 meter cube to a pressure 1.4 bar and volume 4.5 meter cube. The change in internal energy is 525 kilojoules. The specific heat at constant volume for the gas is 1.047 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. Calculate gas constant, change in enthalpy, in initial and final temperatures. So let us write what are the things given in the problem first. He says a 3 kg of an ideal gas. So mass given is 3 kg. Then initial pressure is expanded from a pressure of 7 bar. So P1 is 7 bar, 7 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. Let us convert this first. Then initial volume is given, that is 1.5 meter cube to a pressure of 1.4 bar. So P2 is given, P2 is 1.4 bar. So that is 1.4 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. And then the final volume is given, it is 4.5 meter cube. So V2 is 4.5 meter cube. And the change in internal energy du, change in internal energy du is given to us, that is 525 kilojoules is given in the problem. Along with that, he says the value of CV, that is specific heat at constant volume, is 1.047 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. So these are the values that are given in the problem. So what all things we need to find out? We need to find out gas constant R, that is R. Second, change in enthalpy, that is we need to find out the value of, what is that? DH. Change in enthalpy is DH. Change in enthalpy is DH. And the third thing what we need to find out is initial and final temperatures. We need to find out initial and final temperatures. So we have to find out the value of R, then change in enthalpy, initial and final temperatures. So these are the things what we need to find out in the problem. So we will solve this problem first by finding out the value of R, and then we will take up solving the problem further. So again, to find out the value of R, we will write initially we know that P1 V1 is equal to MR T1. I'll repeat, we know that P1 V1 is equal to MR T1. So we don't know the value of R, we don't know the value of T1. So we will find out this value in terms of R and T. So RT1 will be equal to P1 V1 by M. That is, P1 is given to us, it is 7 bar, 7 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. Specific volume is given V, that is 1.5 meter cube, divided by mass is 3. So divide this, you will get the answer in terms of RT1. RT1 will be equal to some value, that is you will get the answer as 3.5 into 10 to the power 5. Similarly, P2 V2 will be equal to MRT2. So again I will find out the value of RT2. So RT2 will be equal to P2 V2 by M. I will repeat, RT2 will be equal to P2 V2 by M. So again P2 is known to us, that is 1.4 bar, 1.4 into 10 to the power 5. Then volume is given, that is total volume is given, that is 4.5 meter cube. 4.5 meter cube divided by mass is 3 kg. That is volume divided by mass will give me specific volume. So you'll get the answer as 2.1 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per, 2.1 into 10 to the power 5. Then I can find out the relation, that is RT1 minus RT2 will be equal to, I can write RT1 minus T2. That is RT1 minus T2 will be equal to the values what I have got, that is 3.5 into 10 to the power 5 minus 2.1 into 10 to the power 5. So I'll write the answer as RT1 minus T2 will be equal to 3.5 into 10 to the power 5 minus 2.1 into 10 to the power 5. If I subtract this, what answer I get is 1.4 into 10 to the power 5 is what is R into bracket T1 minus T2. Then again, by taking the change in internal energy, we can again find out the relation between T1 minus T2 again. So change in internal energy, change in internal energy is given to us as du is equal to m, we know the equation, mCV T2 minus T1, and change in internal energy is given to us in the problem as 525 kilojoules. The change in internal energy is 525 kilojoules. But as there is expansion process, rate internal energy decreases, therefore I will write it as negative. So minus 525 will be equal to m CV T2 minus T1. Why I am writing is because negative, because it is a expansion process. So when it is a constant volume expansion process, automatically change in internal energy reduces. So therefore I can write minus 525 will be equal to m is 3, CV is 1.047, and T2 minus T1 we don't know the value, so I will write it as it is. So will fetch me the value as, so minus 525 will simplify, so I'll write it as minus 1.047, and I will change this sign, I will multiplying it by minus, so it becomes T1 minus T2. So T1 minus T2 minus 3 comes, minus comes outside, so I am writing it minus. So T1 minus T2 will be equal to 525 divided by 3 into 1.047. So minus both side minus are there, so it becomes plus. So T1 minus T2, you get the relation as T1 minus T2 will be equal to 167.14. I'll repeat, T1 minus T2 will be equal to 167.14. And we have found out a relation R into bracket T1 minus T2 is equal to 1.4 into 10 to the power 5. So we will use this relation now. So therefore substituting that value, you will get R will be equal to 1.4 into 10 to the power 5 divided by T1 minus T2 will go to the denominator, that is 167.14 will fetch me the value of R. That is, you will get the value of R as 838 joules per kg Kelvin, or you can write it as 0.8338 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. So upon getting the value of R, now I can find out the value of T1 and T2. Along with that, I can find out change in enthalpy also. So second case, change in enthalpy, that is we need to find out the value of dH. So dH we need to find out. So capital H. So we know that Cp minus Cv is equal to R. We know that Cp minus Cv is equal to R. That is Cp will be equal to Cv plus R. Cv value is given in the problem. It is 1.047 and R value just now we have calculated, it is 0.838. I'll repeat, just now we have calculated the value of R as 0.838 kilojoules per kg Kelvin and Cv value is given as 1.047. So take these two values, substitute in the equation, we will get the value of Cp. So upon getting the value of Cp, next what we can do is we can find out the change in enthalpy. So R will be equal to 1.885 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. Right, this is the value of R. Then we can find out the value of dH. dH is equal to mCp T2 minus T1. So T1 minus T2 we know the answer. T2 minus T1 will be minus of that. So m is given as 3 into R, that is just now you have found out the value of Cp. This is not R, it is Cp. I'll repeat the value what you have found out now, 1.885 is the value of Cp. So 1.885 and then you have found out the value of T1 minus T2 as 167.14. So I can write it as reverse of that, that is T2 minus T1, that is 167.14 will fetch me the value of, will give me the value of T2 minus T1. So after substituting these values, calculate, we will get the answer as 945 kilojoules. That is minus 945 kilojoules, because minus is because enthalpy decreases. So why we are writing negative? Because negative indicates that enthalpy decreases. So negative sign indicates that enthalpy decreases. Then you can find out the last condition, that is initial and final temperatures. So initial and final temperatures. So again you can use the same PVT relationship whatever you had used, right? And then find out the value of T. So you have the value of RT1 as 3.5 into 10 to the power 5. So RT1 is 3.5 into 10 to the power 5 already, which you have already calculated. You know the value of R, so find out the value of T1. T1 will be equal to 3.5 into 10 to the power 5 divided by 838. So this has to be in joule per kg Kelvin. So because this is in Newton per meter square, temperature you have pressure you have converted. So therefore you'll get the answer as 417 degrees Kelvin. Similarly T2 will be equal to, that is RT2 you have found it as 2.1 into 10 to the power 5. Same, divide it by again 838. So if I divide it by again 838, I'll get the answer as 250 degrees, around 250 degrees Kelvin. So I got the values of T1, T2. Then I have found out the value of dH. Also I have found out the value of R, that is gas constant R, that is 0.8 0.838 kilojoules per kg Kelvin or 838 joules per kg Kelvin. So I am taking this 838 joules per kg Kelvin for calculating the value of T1 and T2. That is, we can see here of T1 and T2 in this equation. So thank you, dear students. In the next session, we will solve few more problems.